budget issue as the employers need to pay more on their training costs, but fewer staff will be trained as the cost per trainee has doubled. As we all know, employees are the backbone of the organization. Without them, there will be no one to drive the company's success. But in order to perform to the standard the company required of them, they first need to access to relevant knowledge. In other words, they need to be trained. There's no shying away from the fact that employee training comes at a cost, but it is a necessary one in order for the employees to retain talent and stay competitive. Of course, the cost of training programs for employees won't be the same for every business. Here are some factors that will determine the cost of training a new employee. First one is business size, industry, skill set, training method, equipment, and productivity loss. And how to determine the training cost. If the employer wants to determine how much training costs, keep accurate records of the company's expenses. The company should consider these costs: training materials and equipment, loss of productivity, for example, salaries paid during training, and payment for outside help, for example, for the lecturers. Furthermore, employers utilize the levy to train employees, and their annual training budget is based on the total amount of levy paid to the HRDC, Human Resource Development Conference. For example, if the employee is currently paying 6,000 ringgit to train 20 staff for one session of training, the new regulations will require the same employer to now pay an additional 6,000 ringgit as micro-credential fees, making it a total of 12,000 ringgit to train the same number of staff. That is a whopping 100% increase. Currently, if an employer is contributing 144,000 ringgit levy per annum, he will be able to have 24 sessions of training per annum with 480 staff trained. With the new regulations, the same employer will now be able to train only 240 staff. Consequently, what it means is that fewer staff will be trained as the cost per training has doubled. If the employer wants to train the same number of staff, for example 440 staff, he will need to fork out an additional 133,000 ringgit, and this is no small amount nor fair price to pay as it adds to the cost of doing business. Now, let's move to the solutions for the issue. Here is some of the solutions that I think it will help to overcome the issue. The first solution is the company can postpone the face-to-face training to online training. When it comes to cost optimization of employee training, online training can be a game changer. E-learning is the simplest and most cost-effective way of making training activities and materials available to employees spread geographically across cities and even countries. Studies show that over 41.7% of global Fortune 500 companies are using e-learning as a means to train their employees, and this figure is likely to rise in the future. Further, studies also show that companies that invest in e-learning can potentially boost productivity by up to 50%. By hosting the company's content on cloud-based training platforms, the employers can eliminate the cost for printed training material. E-learning also eliminates the need for on-site instructors, which means that you can save in terms of travel and accommodation costs. The same holds true for the employees as well. They don't have to travel to a specific destination for training, rather than can log into their training courses from anywhere and anytime to take the training. The second solution is that employers can distribute learning across their company. The employers can delegate parts of their learning process to their employees. For example, a knowledgeable employee creates e-learning content for new members of the team and also assesses their progress. In-house content distribution generally involves the top tier or the senior most executive who supervise the result of the middle tier employees, who in turn act as the instructors for the newer and junior. The last solution is the employers should use a learning management system, LMS. A learning management system is a software application or web-based technology used to plan, implement, and assess a specific learning process. It is used for e-learning practices and in its most common form consists of two elements: a server that performs the base functionality and a user interface that is operated by instructors, students, and administrators. The systems can improve traditional educational methods while also saving organizations time and money. An effective system will allow instructors and administrators to efficiently manage elements such as user registration, content, calendars, user access, communication, certifications, and notification. The LMS is used to help train new employees by providing opportunity to access training materials across various devices. New employees can be recognized when they add their own knowledge and feedback, which will in turn help employees understand how effective the training courses are and identify areas where the new employees need more assistance. That's all from me. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.